All right, welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. George Wright III here. I am your host. If this is your first time joining us, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can get the episodes that come out every day. My goal here is to inspire, motivate, and educate you to go to the next level. And today I want to talk to you about a little bit of a different view on personal development. I believe that personal development in general is just not enough. It's not enough for you to create the life that you want to create. And I'm going to start out real quick with a quote by Napoleon Hill. And the quote is, "Anything the human mind can believe, the human mind can achieve." And let me talk to you a little bit about today why I think that's true and what this whole topic is that I want to discuss with you. See, as a driven entrepreneur, I've cycled through so many different and evolved through so many different levels in my life. You know, I went from chasing success for happiness and fulfillment to shifting my priorities to just live a more happier life, to ultimately making major life changes for awareness from the inside out, right? And to create happiness not based on external things. And personal development has really become my focus throughout most of my life, despite all of my business success. But I've always had the ability to push past obstacles in my life through this inspiration, motivation, and education. So I wanted to create more impact by creating the Mastermind, the mobile app, the podcast that we have here. And throughout this journey of motivating, inspiring, and educating, I've become more and more aware of a major issue in the personal development space. That's that basically awareness of personal development is not enough. Personal development is not enough because identifying your limiting beliefs is not going to be the solution. You know, I, like many of you, have pursued these things my whole life with success, and most of the things that you do don't have lasting changes by just taking courses or going to events or teaching it or whatever it is. What we really need is we need to have an advanced level of awareness for personal development where we can truly understand the scientific nature and processes needed in our minds, these tools that we use in our lives, our minds, to create lasting change. We can't just intend for it to happen. We have to understand at a deeper level. Let me explain to you what I mean by this. Look, we've all heard the process of the belief cycle, right? And that's this idea that your thoughts lead to feelings, which then affect your actions, which will create results. And those results validate the beliefs that you have. So your thoughts and feelings and actions have created certain results in your life, which have embedded feelings in your life. We're all in this cycle. This is why our thoughts create our life, right? This is why our limiting beliefs will hurt our ability to create and grow. And you can tell yourself you believe and you want something, but your subconscious mind is going to work against you. You know, if your actions don't follow your beliefs, then it's doubtful that you truly believe it. So we identify our limiting beliefs, and traditional personal development says that you need to be aware and change those, right? Create a breakthrough, get a breakthrough, right? But that's not that simple. I've seen it with hundreds of thousands of people over the years, and this kind of brings me to the point of this podcast. After 20 years of personal development, financial education, entrepreneur space, you know, I've really dug into some topics that I believe can change the way you and I approach our lives and approach personal development. You know, maybe it's something new, or maybe it's just the timing or a different way it's said. But I hope a few things will fall into place for you as we talk about this, just like they have for me over the years. Let me explain. You've heard me talk about this concept of neuroplasticity. And so I'm just going to walk you through it again so that for those of you that are first time listening, and I really want you to sit with this thought. Neuroplasticity is a scientific principle that states that our brains have the ability to form and reorganize the synaptic connections or reprogram themselves, especially in response to learning or experiences we have. This neuroplasticity says it's never too late for you to learn new things. It's a process, a scientific process. And this is important because everything we believe is created from our experiences, and everything we store in our minds and brains are created from experiences. So we have literally created our beliefs and embedded them into our mind. That's why we say that neurons that fire together wire together. So over our lifetime, we create these patterns and beliefs that guide our thinking, and the more and more we have those happen and we travel that path, those neurons fire the same way, the more these patterns become automatic. They become subconscious. They become things you don't have to think about. So, for example, when we're kind of in a state of believing that we're not worthy, or we're depressed, or we're not enough, or people take advantage of us, or bad things happen to us, or we never catch a break, it's not just our minds trying to protect us and this natural inclination we have to be negative. We hardwire these thoughts literally into our brain and into our minds through the repetition. So listen to me really carefully now. I just want to kind of plant this idea with you. The challenge is not that we don't effectively, try to create and grow. It's that we don't effectively reprogram and rewire our minds. As a result, our brains and our subconscious and all these programmings that have been built into us, or whatever you want to call it, they work against us in a huge way, despite your interest in personal development, despite your ability to focus on growing. We're trying to add this stuff, this personal development, to the equation without actually making a change at the neuron level. So now, do I believe that you can inspire, motivate, and educate, with strategies and push through circumstances and create new experiences and new beliefs? Yeah, absolutely. I've been doing it my whole life. But, and this is a big but, wouldn't it be nice to have a clear understanding, strategy, and process by which you could learn to rewire and reprogram your thinking so that you can effectively create new belief patterns and experiences and empowering thoughts with the personal development you're doing? I think it would be. And at the same time, you've got to eliminate and stop negative patterns, beliefs, and patterns that your brain is currently traveling. And I know that would make a huge impact on most of us. So you have to be able to learn to interrupt the pattern, change it, create new thought patterns, and all this personal development and motivation will help you. So here's the key. You need to find a way to, like I said, interrupt the patterns when they happen, create new patterns, and slowly allow your mind to move that new direction more and more, repetition and frequency. And so it really takes a level of awareness. But it does take practice. It does take repetition. But more importantly, it takes this awareness or understanding of the process. And truth be told, it does take a personal development. It takes an understanding of personal development. So here's what I propose that we do over the next few weeks, or what you really try to focus on over the next few weeks. I'll work to continue to expose you to new levels of awareness around specific strategies and processes that you can do to actually create change in your mind. And let's work together to change these thoughts and beliefs so that it will affect and create this new belief cycle in your mind. But you've got to start to create a huge awareness, a new level of awareness in your life, so that you can start creating this life that you are meant to live and take on the next step of evolution in the process of being an entrepreneur or business owner. This is a new level of awareness that I want you to constantly have at the forefront of everything you're doing. See, when you have specific intent and you understand that you're interrupting patterns as well as building new ones, then those other old patterns won't work against you. And I know if we work together to help you build a level of awareness of these patterns that are automatic for you right now, and you recognize and accept the limiting beliefs that you have, then we can identify those patterns, interrupt the patterns, and create new patterns of growth. And you can work on frequency and repetition to help them embed and rewire new patterns in your mind. And I think this is going to create significant impact, amazing results, more happiness, fulfillment in your life. And it's going to take some work over the next few weeks. If you're conscious of it, though, I think you'll have more intent and you'll focus on things that will make a massive difference in your life. So all in all, the idea here is this. You can't just grow new patterns. You can't just study new things, get outside your comfort zone without breaking down the things that are holding you back, breaking down those patterns that you've taken a lifetime to rewire and to wire and program. And so that's the thought I want to share with you today. More than anything else, it's an awareness that just doing personal development, just listening or reading or meditating is not going to be enough. You've got to have this advanced level of reprogramming, rewiring what you have going on inside the tools of your life, your mind and your body that are conditioned. And I think by doing that, you're going to make some major differences. So do me a favor. hit me up, look me up on the Daily Mastermind Facebook or Instagram page, or go to dailymastermind.com. There's all kinds of free stuff there. Download the mobile app and contact me, DM me, let me know what it is you struggle with the most. What do you think about this topic, and how can we work together to help you to be more aware of what it is that you have in your life for patterns? That's my message for today. I hope that helps you. Hope it inspires you, or at least gets you thinking, and you sit on this for a little bit. And look forward to talking with you more tomorrow. This is George Wright, and this has been the Daily Mastermind. Have a great day.